Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 26th to March 3rd. This is for Libra and Libra rising, and we're going to jump right into it. This is a really, really big week. Now, we actually kick off the week on the 27th, February 27th. This is when Mars is going to square Jupiter, okay? So I want you to pay attention to this day. It's going to be Tuesday. This is a day where it really is, it just feels like there is something that you're not giving up on, something that it's almost like there is a sense of like there's this newness you want to bring to something or just bring something new into your life. And it's like you have this really big or go home energy. And I want you to hold on to that. And I want you to feel very optimistic. But at the same time, with this square, I do want you to have like one foot on the ground. Okay. This really could do something with something that brings you a lot of pleasure. And so, you know, with this square, turn the square into a triangle. All right. Like have that like compromise here, but really, really know that this is a day that is going to just kind of like activate everything that's happening this week. Because the day after is the big day on Wednesday, February 28th. This is when we have the Saturn Cazimi, the Mercury Cazimi, and Saturn conjuncting Mercury. So we could talk about this for days, but let me just simplify it for you. This is your big reset moment, okay? There's a big reset happening here, and it may be a little bit more impactful than you think because first, Saturn and Mercury are in Pisces, along with Neptune and the Sun, by the way. But a lot of energy in Pisces, and that rules your sixth house, okay? And so sixth house is everyday activities, your routines. There could be some big reset coming. It's work as well, okay? Work and labor, it's health and fitness. I mean, there's a lot going on here, but the one thing that I want you to know, let's start with the Mercury Cazimi, okay? Mercury Cazimi, this is just having like a reset in terms of the way that you communicate or see things or think about things. It's like having new ideas at this point. Remember, it's coming after Mars squaring Jupiter, right? And so really, that's why I'm saying like with Mars squaring Jupiter, have one foot on the ground, like ready to like just not going like big yet. Do it after this day, okay? Now, Mercury Cazimi, like I said, it like if you feel like you've been hitting a wall in terms of like, you know, things mentally, like this is it. Like you can break through it this day. Okay. This is again, a new way of thinking, a refresh. Think about it as a refresh. Mercury being the planet of communication. All right. So it is in your success. So there is something in your like daily routine that you may want to like reconsider. You may find really heavy around this day and you're just like, okay, I need to just like reset this because we do have the Saturn Cazimi. Now, this is really major. This is you working toward your goals. This is and not giving up and feel like, remember I talked about Saturn a lot last week, right? Saturn is a planet of like restrictions, limitations, is a planet of hard knocks. This is when you may just feel a little heaviness this day. It's possible, but it's also possible if you're working with these energies that it's just this big release and relief of something being unburdened, okay? And you recognizing that and you're like, reset, okay? I got the reset app. I'm gonna reset everything that's not working for me. Or if some things have been really hard for you, reset in terms of like, how can I make it less hard? Okay. Just really having this powerful moment, even looking at your life and maybe like thinking like, okay, let me restructure this part of it, really changing things up. And remember, you only get, I want to say like you only get one shot here. It only happens once a year, the Saturn Cazimi. So that's why I really want you to pay attention to Wednesday, February 28th and use this day to your advantage. All right. Use it to your advantage. Think about, you will definitely have this moment, especially with Mercury conjuncting Saturn as well, almost like having this moment of like you're getting really serious about the way that your ideas and the ideas of like your daily routines and how you're perceiving things and even your logic around it. And you could just have this moment where you feel empowered, okay, in terms of succeeding at this point, in terms of the things that you want for yourself. I mean, yes, there is a lot of like weight and like gravitas around this day, but again, you can use it to your advantage for sure. Just make sure that you think about, you know, there's some things have got to change. Let me recognize that and let me just move around it. Let me maneuver around it, okay? And tweak things. I've been making the example, the analogy, you're building a time machine. You're not going to get it right the first time, okay? You're not going to get the time machine right the first time. And it's just becoming a little bit like burdensome. And it's like, okay, I really want this time machine to work. But then you eventually, because you see things in a new way, you're thinking in a new way. You're like, oh, this red wire connects with this, green wire. That's the thing that was it. And it works. Time machine works. Sit in your time machine, you go to the future, you see yourself sitting there up there, like, in your happy, castle and with all the goats and whatever you do, Libra, whatever you do, but like, you're good. Okay. You see yourself, you're good in your future because you planned it. You planned it from this point. All right. So, really, again, take advantage of this moment. All right. Now on the 29th, February 29th, this is Thursday, leading up to the best weekend of February. We have Mercury sextiling Jupiter. I absolutely love this. Remember, Mercury is communication. It's, so, basically sign this day. If you have something to sign, this is the day to do it. Okay, Jupiter is all about good fortune. Good luck is a very harmonious aspect. You have Jupiter on your side. You got luck on your side. So have a job interview, negotiate something, give a speech, be heard, communicate, okay? But sign contracts, sign. This is the day. And the reason why is because on Friday, this is when we have the sun sextiling Jupiter. Okay, so what does this exactly mean? This is a very lucky day. This is a very special weekend. This is really nice. It's very optimistic. A lot of good fortune, a lot of good luck abound. This is very special. So just don't sleep on this day. Have an amazing weekend. And you could find a lot of luck around this time. Now, for a lot of Libras, you could find a lot of luck with your own personal transformation. Okay, your own personal transformation, because remember, Jupiter is in your 8th house. Now, the other thing is 8th house rules shared resources. So there's an element of like money from other people. Okay. And it can be like investment, inheritance, bonuses, commissions, paying off debts around this time as well. It could be just something with money. Something with money could happen. That's why I'm telling you to sign. There's no planet retrograde. We're in a good time. You're in a really, really good time right now. Something could bring you a lot of pleasure around this time as well. But definitely communicate, because over the weekend, the moon will be in Sagittarius. We love the moon in Sagittarius. It's so fun when the moon's in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius does rule your 3rd house of communication. So you see the overlap here with communicating, really needing to communicate. So be sure to communicate and have those moments, and you're going to have an absolutely amazing weekend. So with that said, Libra, let's get started. See what's going on for you for February 26th to March 3rd. Again, this is for Libra and Libra rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements in your chart, if you know your birth chart, you are absolutely welcome to, if you want more insight in those areas of your life. So Libra, with that said, let's get started. I'm very excited, Libra. See what's going on for you. Now, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will, Libra. We will. Now, the other thing, Libra, thanks so much for being, y'all are amazing. Y'all, I love y'all. Libra Nation, come on. I love y'all. Y'all have been going through some big moments. And you are still. This week is going to be big, but you're good. You're just ready. You're ready. Listen, I can't. I can't. Like, I can't. This is huge. Okay, let's get started. You got the Queen of Cups here. Okay, so you got the Queen of Cups. You see you got 4 court cards, by the way. So you got the Queen of Cups, which is really great. This is really nice. I really love this for you. The Queen of Cups is all heart. Double water here. So the Queen of Cups is Cancer, right? So very emotion, like emotional intelligence, like a lot of love to give, a lot of self-love here. But also remember, this is also, nurturing energy too, but very intuitive energy. Some of y'all could be like really trusting your intuition at this point, and I want you to. I really do want you to. It's only going to help you move forward, and especially remember what I talked about, like with all this energy in Pisces. Anyway, that is a lot of spiritual energy, a lot of intuitive energy there. But you're really kicking off this week in this wonderful way. A lot of love abound, and I feel it for y'all, Libra. I feel it. And your ruling planet is Venus too. Anyway, but either way, this is really great. Some of y'all, by the way, career things happening for y'all. Yeah. Yeah. There could be, so especially with the Queen of Cups showing up, but you have two queens here, but let's, and the reason I say that is because I did say Queen of Cups is Cancer. Cancer rules your 10th house. Now, Knight of Swords, okay? And the heart of your spread. I mean, you're just like boom, boom, boom. Especially, remember that I said Mercury is very active this week. Mercury has a Cazimi this week, and this is that intellect, that logic, that thinking, communication, everything that the swords rule. You see the fire under his feet. I mean, this is just go, 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 go. Remember I said go big or go home. Like, yes, you're going to have this reset and you're just going to boom. Go for it. It's like nothing can stop you now. Nothing can stop you now, and especially up here. Your mind may be like racing with all these great new ideas in terms of like reshaping your, daily routine, or even the things that you want, the things that you're attracting. I absolutely love this energy for you, because the other thing is the Knight of Swords is actually Gemini. And so Gemini does rule your 9th house of spirituality. So again, like even like really moving toward that intuitive energy again. I just feel that like you're really locked in, and I really want you to ride that wave. But very transformative energy that comes with the Knight of Swords, boldness, right? That's just that courage to just move forward and think in new ways. And you may even have some really big conversations this week, okay? Really transformative conversations. That's going to be really nice. Now, you did get Justice. Your card, Justice, is ruled by Libra in your challenge area. So two things that are coming up. One, there could be a sense of like, you may feel like something is like really unfair, okay? Justice is justice, right? So you may feel like that something is a little unfair, and I'm getting like relationships. There could be something that you have to really think about that. And it can be, career related as well, but it may be like if you're, here for relationships, it really could be something there. All right. But that, and you are the native ruler of relationships and partnerships anyway. But the other thing is like there could be some sort of legal matter as well. Because remember, you have Justice in your challenge area. And then remember, I did mention this is Gemini, right? And then you also have like activity in your 8th house. So there could be some sort of legal matter that just pay attention to it. Okay. Just pay attention to it. Remember, there may be some contracts that are coming up this weekend anyway. So just pay attention to it. And if there is something about it that we're just like, okay, I don't agree with this, or this is wrong, communicate. Remember, you need to communicate. I want you to communicate. But there really could be something here where there is this sense of even you may be questioning, like, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing that's happening? As long as you trust your intuition, you're going to be fine, okay? Because your mind could be racing a lot, but just connect it with that spirituality, that intuitive energy, and you're going to be fine. Because the Knight of Swords alone can just be like very impulsive and so a little all over the place. But just with your own card now when you're challenged area, that's what I'm saying. Like, trust your intuition, bring intuition into every thought that you have this week. Okay, now, wow, you got the Ace of Pentacles, which I can't even pick up, but maybe there's a reason for that, because this is it's the biggest pentacle. It's heavy. Ace of Pentacles. I love this for you. It came up in your crown. Really great. So you are seeking this new path. You are seeking this new path that is, with these Kazimis, it's going to happen for you. All right. So just hold on to that energy. There is a lot of y'all are seeking possibly new income streams. There is money on your mind. There's this something that you feel is going to open doors for you too, as possible this week. Really, really, again, just continue to move forward and trust your intuition. This is really grounding, by the way. The Ace of Pentacles, really like rooted in Ace is also, so in terms of like you moving forward, it's like bringing a sense of stability. It seems like that's what you want. Okay. But at the same time, you did get the 5 of Pentacles in the root of your spread. So it's very interesting how you have the Ace of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So this is just clearly saying that there is something that it's like this day, Wednesday, the 28th, with these Kazimis, it's almost like a blessing in disguise, because this week you may recognize some things like, okay, I'm feeling like
this isn't working out and this isn't working out. So I'm now thinking of these new paths and new ways to, maybe make money or feel wealth in my life. Remember, pentacles are your physical reality as well. Okay. So that could be a really big thing there. Again, just really think about that and really have this reset moment for yourself. I mean, you have the Queen of Swords in your future. You're going to be absolutely fine because Queen of Swords, Libra. I mean, you've got in your future. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So it seems like there is going to be this sense of like empowerment. I mean, the knights work for the queens, by the way. The Knight of Swords in the heart of your spread. You have the Queen of Swords in your future. I mean, Queen of Swords is very headstrong. It's very interesting. You have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. She leads with her heart. Okay, the Queen of Cups, right? Queen of Swords leads with her head. Okay, so this is just being very headstrong. Having that sense of power and authority in terms of like being just in that place, in that mind space where you're just like, okay, everything's working out. I see things clearly. I'm not letting emotions cloud my judgment at this point. Like, you're good. You're good. There's a lot of power here. But there is a sense of recognizing something that's not working for you. And you have to commit to correcting that course, right? You have to commit to saying, okay, this isn't working. I already have a new plan, working on my time machine. I'm going to get the wires right. And I'm going to fly on over to the Queen of Swords in my future and be that person and have this true perception in my life. I love this for you. Let's get to your stuff. It could be relationships too, for sure. Yeah, it could be relationships. Don't forget that is a big thing happening, especially, remember the North Node and the South Nodes changing. Like, you do have it, okay? So don't forget that. That is possibly a big thing that is on your mind right now. If for the rest of the year, the North Node did move into Aries, which is your 7th house, okay? And anyway, so partnerships, relationships, like, the big thing for you. Now, let's get to your stuff. Wow, interesting, Libra. Oh, I forgot my lines. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Helps with the algorithm. And y'all are amazing. Thanks for being here. Now, very, very interesting, Libra. So you did get the 10 of Cups. Hello. Hi. How's it? I mean, come on. This is a great card. This is a great card. A lot of enlightenment here. This is a card of just happy everything. Okay. A lot of just like, it seems like you want to get to that place where it does seem like there is some commitment that you're seeking. And it doesn't have to be like commitment in relationships if you're not here for that, whether work or love or whatnot. Just this commitment to yourself, committing to yourself that you are going to have this happy life, that you are going to do things that make you emotionally fulfilled. All right. So this is, you do see the happy couple, the happy children, happy family, happy everything. The only rainbow in tarot indicating a promising future. So remember, set your intentions and I know that's so cliche, but really just go toward the things that are going to make you happy and do what you need to do to get to that place right now. You have all this potential and you have so many things lining up for you. Now, you do have the 9 of Wands. So yeah, there could be a sense of, remember what I said with Saturn being at play, and even having the Saturn Cazimi things could be a little bit like, oh, right. So there is, again, a little bit of maybe feeling a little bit of a squeeze, possibly toward the weekend. It's almost like this build up of like, can't wait to get to the weekend, can't wait to get through the weekend. And then when you get to the weekend, it's amazing. Moon is in a Sagittarius, and this is a Sagittarius card. So it's almost like really, really like there could be on Wednesday and around Wednesday too. Remember, those are just peak dates or peak times of the aspects where you could feel a little bit of like that Saturn energy. All right. And that's when you're like, all right, enough. Let me hit this reset button. Let me get my time machine, make sure everything's cool. All right. Remember, you're building that time machine now. 10 of Swords. You're ready. You're so ready. You're so ready. You've been going through a lot of like, going on up here, especially after that full moon that we had in Virgo last week too. That was in your 12th house, okay, of the subconscious and, hidden enemies and self-sabotage energy. Those are things that do live in the 12th house. And so this is just saying, done, want this over with. Want to get out of this headspace. 10 is the end of the suit. All right. And it does look like a grim card. I'm not going to lie. It is, and based on where it is in your spread for you, it is just saying you want to definitely not be this person anymore. You're just like, I've been having a lot going on in my head, maybe stress, maybe even some betrayals, maybe even some like backstabbing, whatever it is, whatever that has been like really affecting your headspace. It's like everything you do this week is to get out of that now. All right. You do see that, it is, like I said, 10. So 10 is the end. 10=1, new beginning. And so this is actually the card of new dawn. And so those dark clouds are clearing for the sun to come through. All right. So this is really great, actually, because you also have the 6 of Pentacles in your final outcome. And this is a card of gratitude. It's a card of sharing. It's a card of like generosity. It's a card of like, it really does seem like there is this movement. It's almost like you're propelling forward in this new space, mind set as well. But with the 6 of Pentacles and your final outcome, yeah, there is going to be like a moment of, if you feel like you've needed support, it's coming. Okay. There may be, again, contracts to sign or something that has to do with money. But if you feel that you are the one, and actually, speaking of money, on the day of the Cazimi, and actually a couple days this week, we do have the moon in Scorpio in your second house of money and income. So there could be definitely, because those are now the second house and the 8th house activated for you throughout the week. And so those are the 2 money houses of the zodiac wheel. So there could be a sense of that, like getting financial support or just support as in like feeling that warmth and that, wealth in your life. And if and it could be you that is sharing the wealth now. And you're just like, I feel great. I've moved out of this. I've moved into all this power. Things have worked out for me. I've really set this new course. I'm going to share the wealth now. I'm going to, I'm going to share my love and make this whole world of mine full of love. I mean, this is really great. So yeah, there could be like a kind of like a big squeeze this week, especially with the 9 of Wands, but it's not even, it's just recognizing what that is. All right. Just recognizing what that is. It seems like you will end up great with all this clarity and all this power and like moving forward into, this new place where it's almost like, is it like a race when everyone's lined up and that referee or whatever's got that like gun and it's like, boom. And it's like, okay, on your mark, get set, go. It's like, go. But into a place that's really nice and warm and just so loving. But also with you, just, it's almost like you get your power back too. If you feel that you've been like, so yeah, you're good. Libra, I don't even know. I mean, like, you're great. But there is going to be like a little bit of a squeeze, and that's expected with like a powerful aspect that's happening on Wednesday. But there is something that recognize, if there is something that's not working, recognize what it is so you can use this Cazimi to let it go and to have this reset in your life. Okay, so Libra, thanks so much. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Next week we do March. Wow, we're already in March. Whoa. March is very different from February. It's very different. We have our first eclipse in your sign, Libra, in your sign. Okay. So yeah, things are changing for you. Yeah. Things are changing. And we do move into Aries season officially. So there is going to be a lot more focus on partnerships and relationships for you for next month. But, we'll talk about it next month, Libra. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next week. Okay. Thanks so much, Libra. Bye.